everyone. Again, this good evening. We are here in Beverly Hills, and I promised a big story, and here we are with our story with Krystal. Krystal, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. We are so honored to have you and you telling your story. And I'm just going to give you the floor, and please share with us what Krystal's all about.
All right. So I was born in San Bernardino, California in 1993. And to a hard life, I should say. I only had a small amount of family, which was my mom and my grandma, and I should say an adopted grandfather. And those are the people who raised me. And my dad wasn't around until high school-ish. I said goodbye to him when I was 7, and then found him again later on in life. Growing up, I dealt with a mom who was on and off drugs, and it was a hard life. Didn't have a stable home majority of the time. Majority of the time, we were literally living in like the field somewhere. And then growing up into when I was in high school is when I found out that my dad unfortunately committed suicide, and I had just found him. And he had promises to come see me, which weren't, obviously were not fulfilled. And then shortly after that, we lost my grandmother, and that turned us into a family of just my mom and us 2 kids, my brother and me. And then until she had my little brother, who, when I was 14, was born. And I thought it was a bad idea in the beginning, and for health reasons for my mom. But then it was a beautiful situation that she had him. It was reason for it. And so in 2020, unfortunately lost my mother to accidental overdose. And I was forced to take on, not forced, but I had to step up and be that mom. For my little brother. And then 3 years later, I was blessed to have my baby girl. So I had a motive. My motive was my little brother. But becoming an adult so fast was like hard for me. I didn't get a chance to like get a grip. Sorry, hold on. It's okay. And I know that God placed my little girl in my life for a reason. At the most perfect time after like getting back up after that fall. And thank God he did, because she gave me like a lot of purpose to be here. And then 8 days before that, I said goodbye to my aunt. And with all the stress, there was a miscarriage. And then in 2020, that's 2020 is when I lost my brother. And then now 2025 in September, I found my brother in the backyard. From the same reasons. So going out there, I thought I was going to be able to save him. But you could tell he had been gone from the night before. And then I had to wait for the results from that. But it was also an accidental, like, overdose. And so I'm still building from that, obviously. But every day is different. And I'm doing the best I can. And I started my laundry business, which I keep myself busy with my 2-year-old, and she's able to come with me. But I know that my pain will be turned into purpose, and I'm not here for no reason. And that whenever I'm faced with something like this traumatic, I don't look at it I don't see it as why. I look at it as like what are you trying to teach me, or what can we learn from this? What can the positives come out of this? And yeah, so nowadays I just try to push through in life, and I know that time's short for regardless anybody, whether young or old, but time is short. So I'm just trying to live the best days that I can with my baby girl and live it for the best, and let God speak to me along the way, tell me how to take steps here and there and just stay on the right path. But be positive. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to not even cry.
It's okay, because crying is good for the soul.
Yeah.
It cleanses the soul. It's something that the body needs,
Yeah.
So I totally understand.
Yeah, that's why I try to just stay busy so I don't focus on the negative things, to focus on the positive and moving on in life, and whatever God plans for me, just show me the way.
That is so amazing. What an incredible story. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. I am so sorry. Suicide is not the answer. And that's the reason why our foundation exists, and that's one of the message that we tell people, that it's okay not to be okay, but suicide is not the answer. But we don't know. Everybody has their own journey, and the journey that your brother and your uncle went through, I am really sorry. My condolences. I lost my daughter through suicide, and it hurts. It's grieving, but you have a purpose now. You're beginning your healing. You're sharing your story, and that's just what it's all about. Because your story and what you go through is not for you; it's for someone else. So this time I just want to ask you, if you would be so kind, is to look into the camera and speak to someone who is going through what you're experiencing, not once, not twice, but 3 times, and you still being here, what would you say to them to give them hope?
I would say, don't look at the negative things, look at the positive things, and you're here for a reason. And there's only a short amount of time. Live the best life that you can while you're here. For the loved ones that we've lost, what would, they would give anything to be here in the spot that we already have, and to just live for the ones that we love, because we will see them again, and it might take a while here, but it's going to come faster than we believe, and we will get there one day. So just hold on.
Amen. 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 Well, thank you so very much, guys, for being here. I mean, Krystal, you have an incredible story. I know that it touched the heart of the people out there. And we just want to say thank you. Thank you for reliving your pain. I know it's hard to relive this pain, and people don't even understand that, but it is the beginning of your healing. We are so honored to honoring you next Saturday, December the 13th, for doing just that, having that resilience, having a purpose, turning your pain into purpose. And that's of importance. So we want to thank you for that. And I just want to give you a big hug.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Yes, Lord. Oh, man, God is so good, isn't he?
Right.
Yes, this was truly all the time. Truly all the time. Well, you've heard it all. We look forward to your continuing support. We'll see you till next time. When feeling blue, think yellow. Is that what we say?
Right.
Bye, guys.